What's good, guys? Today, I don't want to say unfortunately, but yep, another quad video. We got to try to figure out, well, it was running, so we ain't figuring nothing out. We're just pretty positive that it's these Touchstone stator wires right here. Get the new stator on there, and it's putting a ridiculous amount of oil into this cover while it's running, and that is obviously not good. Flywheel puller is coming today. We ordered one. Hopefully it's the right one, but we can pull that off, change the seal. We ordered a seal kit. We're ahead of shit, boys. Wherever they went, not too ahead of stuff if we can't find it. Oh, here we go. Seal, stator, flywheel puller's coming. Fingers crossed, boys. So, as of right now, I'm gonna have to splice in the new stator, and I bought all these clips and I don't want to have to buy new ones again. So I'm just gonna be all like snip, 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 snip. But I've already double checked the wires. I'm gonna do it again because sometimes I'm a meathead. Red, yellow, pink, blue, green. Red, yellow, pink, blue, green. And it's as easy as... Oh my god! What am I doing? This one will go a little lower. Down here. Watch this. Ay, ay, ay. Picked up the workbench a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll fuck this up. So I marked up for that. Up. That's what I got. And hopefully this is as easy as it looks. Which nothing fucking ever is. Also, doing it one-handed doesn't really help either. Okay, all of our bolts are loose. Give it a little shimmy. And out she comes. Hands are a little dirty here. But right here was the main problem. Let's see if I can cut this open. The wires were getting hit by the flywheel or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I was cutting those up. They're not touching each other, but to say that that wasn't causing a problem would be wild. And I mean, this was just from 5 minutes of running, the oil in there. Not even 5 minutes. The length of how long I had it running in the last video. So yeah, we got a new one. Out with the old, and in with the new. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up before I put that in here because, I mean, obvious reasons. Alright, so I cleaned the cover. This is smashed up pumpkin. So you can see it's chipping off, but a pressure washer will do better than me. But I wiped her down, you know, because why not? Hopefully this is the last time I have to take it off. So we have our up sign, up. Put that up. Stator. You're gonna take your wires, weasel them through the hole. Get your wires through the hole. not sure if this wrapped around or if it just sat there. I'm sure we will find out quickly. Got the grommet pulled through. We just threw all the screws on the ground. Got them where they are back intact here. Okay. That just sits on there like that. This, I don't even know if you guys can see what I got going on. This, push down in there. And just like that, I go ahead, put the screws back in. Now we can take this over here, start snipping wires on this, and get this matched up. I really like these because they're just so easy to like disconnect and they stay covered. So this came with these. I have these, and they want you to just slide this over it when it's all said and done. So these will be housed by this, and then I will still be able to quick disconnect them with this, which will be nice. So I just rewatched my clip. I said I was gonna get these all matched up. I have these all crimped. And where is the housing? The housing's on here. I have two quick disconnects right next to each other. I understand that's kind of goofy, but if I were to take these off, it'd make these shorter, and I already did this project for a different day. How about that? Yep, that's all I got. Okay, so let's move on. Magneto and flywheel. So let's talk about this. I've done a million freaking things trying to get this off. I bought this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, this one, this one, this one. So yeah, it was pretty ridiculous because every single store I went to, they didn't have the bolt that I needed. So it ended up coming down to, I knew that it was an M16 bolt, but I couldn't figure out the thread pattern. Well, it was obviously fine thread. Well, everything was a 2.0 thread. 2.0, pretty sure this is a 2.0. Everything was 2.0. Well, I needed an M16 bolt and a 1.5 thread pitch, which ironically, I don't know if it's still in my pocket. Let me see here. Let me do a pocket check. No, it's not. It's not on the counter. Well, I had that chain breaker from the episode that we made the chain work. Well, the piece that's screwed in with like the post peg little nipple, I don't know what the hell you want to call it, but it goes through here when you're using it on the chain breaker. And that fit right in here. Beautiful. Same thread pitch as this. Well, I tried to use it with the impact, and didn't I snap the goddamn thing right off inside of here. So I'm over here with vice grips. This is days worth of stuff. And as of right now, I just checked my YouTube and it says I haven't posted a video in 7 days. This has been bothering me so much, and I've just been so busy, and it's just like, ugh. And I ended up going to Green Bay today with Peyton, and I found this bolt. We ended up going to Home Depot, they didn't have one. I went to Ace Hardware store, they didn't have one. I also went to Ace Hardware store here in town, they didn't have one. Roberts here in town didn't have one. Tractor Supply didn't have one. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, I ended up finding this place in Green Bay that specifically is a whole store of bolts. Well, their Wi-Fi was down and stuff. So the dude went in the back and grabbed me 2 bolts. He comes back, he goes, "Is this what you need?" I go, I'm staring at it, I go, "No." He's like, "Well, what do you mean?" I go, that's a 2.0 thread pitch. And I was getting worried, and he goes, "Oh, well, what the heck?" He goes, they were in the 1.5 box. I'll be right back." He goes back there, comes back with the right bolts, and he just hands them to me and goes, "Have a nice day." I go, I give him like the eyebrow raise. And he's all, "Have a nice day." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yep. Just see you later." Kind of just gave me the head nod. He did. I mean, and away I went with my 2 free bolts. Woo! Come home. Bah. Give her the old ugga-dugga with the old D-wall. She came right off. Walked her. Walk it like I taught it. All right. Beautiful. I'm so, like, the energy's changed. I'm so happy right now. You guys have no idea. Quad's been down. I'm kind of worried because I've been reefing on this thing with every fucking thing I have. The 3-arm puller, and I've been kind of yanking on it a little bit with the pry bar. I'm not gonna lie to you because I've been so frustrated. But I got this gasket kit here, so I gotta figure out which one I need. I'm gonna rip this bag open and find the one I need. We have located the seal. Perfect. Get our little stand over here, aka garbage. Make sure you guys can see. So this is the seal right here. This seal is bad, apparently, because it is leaking. Oh, jeez. This isn't really the easiest thing to get at. It also doesn't want to come out either. Needle nose pliers, I think. Oh boy. Woo! There it is. I don't really know what would be bad about it. I mean, it doesn't really look bad. You know, it's not ripped. I mean, I just did this. Other than that, it looks fine. It's obviously leaking though. Get a little bit of this grease here. I have no idea if I need to do this, but you're watching me. Greasing her up. Probably grab a napkin and clean that. Fucking bitch. After a little finessing, we have our new seal installed. And hopefully it's as easy as I think to reinstall the magneto and flywheel. So I think we're doing pretty good here. We got to try to get the bolt out of the middle. So I'm going to set this back up here. Jam the tooth of the flywheel. Come on. Back that girl out. I like the way this is going. That's all the way back down. Keyway's in where it needs to be. Nothing spun. I literally took the flywheel off, set it down, did my job, picked it back up, put it right back on, just how it was. So there should be no problems here. So when I was in the process of trying to take it off with the 3-arm puller, I did bend this bolt a little bit. I also used this bolt for the 3-way puller, but it did not bend. This is one I bought from Tractor Supply. But this one went in, when I first started, I screwed this in just a little bit to the hole, just like a little bit in the hole. And then I left this hanging out a little bit, which in theory should have walked this right off, but it literally would not. So I had to find the bolt because this other piece, the wider piece, has threads too that the big bolt fits into, which is this one. And then there's a littler hole in there that this one fits into. So we're just gonna replace this one. I know that it'd be nice to be a flange, not like that, but beggars can't be choosers, so. Just like double checking, just making sure that one is like a zippity doo-dah, little tiny bit of threads longer. Bolt is tight. I'm going to reinstall the fresh clean stator cover with the starter. And honestly, just hope to fucking God that everything goes fine. So just like we did last time, I'm only gonna go ahead and put 2 bolts back in, because if all this doesn't work, oh look at this. Wonder how long that's been like that. If it's been like that for a long time, we'll go ahead and just leave it in, because that's funny. Anyways, 2 bolts, plug it all back in, see if the quad runs. Okay, so the cover's back on, but I did have this weird little thought. I was like, well maybe, because the seal wasn't bad, I was like, well, maybe there's too much oil in it or something. So I have no idea. But I went ahead and cracked the oil pan nut. And I wanted to drain the oil. Probably gonna get all over my fingers. She's not a happy color either. She's an ugly color. Yikes. That is black, boys. She grimy. She grimy. Okay, so I did an oil change. Oil's back in it. Stator's hooked up. Wires are plugged in. No spark. Love that for us. Okay, so it didn't have spark. I fucked with the wires for the stator a little bit more. Messed with the fucking kill switch again. And yeah, all girls back. plugged in, so maybe it has something to do with that. Let's fucking go! Woo! Shop dog's here. This thing's been running for a while. I just wanted to confirm that she was good. Fucking 4-stroke, tail, YFZ250, baby. Ah, yes. It's good to have you home. Old girls had me stressed out. Hey, Onyx. Hey, don't eat that. Who the Onyx? Who Onyx? The shop dog? Shop dog? Shop dog? All right. So that was my struggle, was getting the spark back into this, and it runs now. So that's just amazing. That's just amazing. So I can go ahead and get back going and put the bolts back in, the stator cover. I need to do the radiator swap, but I think this video is already long enough. And the radiator's not really going to be too interesting. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to do that. So unlike the brake is just, the brake can go fuck itself. I don't need a brake. But those of you guys that didn't watch the last video, I have a brand new radiator for this thing. We have to put that on, but like I said, I'm just gonna do that by myself because, Jesus, guys. My head was in circles. It was hard for me to sleep. And then I noticed that I didn't have a video posted for 7 days, and I was just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my God. Fucking Drake song. On next. Are you happy? Huh? Such a good puppy. I think that'll wrap that up. The quad has spark again, and I'm happy. So I think what I want to do from here is the Infinity needs to get these tires on. I got these sitting here. Put those on. One's flat. I have that trunk up there, so this trunk I want to get on, because I can't even take this fucking thing through a car wash right now because it has holes in the trunk. Onyx, get out of there. And I love this wing. Love the wing. But when I'm doing shit I'm not supposed to be doing, I'm drawing a lot of fucking attention to myself. How about that? So I think the duckbill trunk will do us good. Say sayonara to the wing. Breaks my heart. Might break some of your guys' heart. I love the G with the wing on it. Fucking love some racer shit. Let's go, baby. And the fucking radio. Sometimes the radio doesn't want to, like, I can control the radio through the wheel, but I can't control it through there, and then the heat's blasting on full blast, and it's like, what the fuck is going on there? So I don't know, maybe if I yank that apart and put a doubled-in radio in there or something, it might stop the problem. I don't know, I'm just absolutely rambling at this point. So hopefully you guys like the YFZ content. Hopefully it's done and I don't have to fix this thing anymore. I can just ride it and enjoy it. What do we say, Onyx? Huh? What do we say? Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content.